So I just cut my piece that I need to do the repair for today. If you look over here, you can see that my steel is starting to rust. Well, I'd like it to stay as fresh as possible because it's just gonna make it easier to weld once we do finally start putting it up. So as far as oil goes, I don't know. I really don't want to use that. Let's get up here. I've got hydraulic oil, and then I've got Rotella back there. I think I am gonna try to use the Rotella. Just get it on a rag and kind of wipe it down, just so it's not rusting. Alright, well, we got our steel coated and Rotella T4. And like I said, this is going to help keep the surface rust off of it. And it's going to allow it to sit here in the rain and in the humidity and help keep it fresh, help keep it clean. I didn't go light on the coating either. I went pretty crazy. Pretty thick coating of oil. So this is the one that we're doing today. We're gonna do this one. The reason I'm not doing any of these, even though they're labeled for me to take care of them, they're not done chipping this out. They may think they are, but they're not. Print says 2 inches in all directions around this tubing, and that tubing is somewhat still embedded. That's not done. That's not done. I'll show you on the other side. This one's not even, they didn't even start that one, chipping that up. So, see right here? That's not 2 inches all the way around. That's still embedded into the concrete right there. And same with this one. It's not 2 inches all the way around. That right there is the only one that is truly ready to be done. And even then, I might have to chip some out still. So, yeah, we're just gonna do that one, then we'll be done for the day. This is getting increasingly frustrating. So this is what we're working on, right? We got our new piece that I had to bust the tack off for the second time. So you see how this is kind of out that way? See how it's not in line with that? That's fine. It happens, especially on these end ones, because like I said before in the other video, there's so much tension on these things, you know. And I go to put my piece in there, it's not lining up. I'm like, okay, I'll grab a come along or a chain fall, or whatever you guys call these. So I'll grab a chain come along, wrap it here, wrap it there, starts to bring it over. Well, this starts hitting something. Guess what it's hitting? That piece of concrete that's still in there. See? That doesn't look straight. And that is not 2 inches all the way around. That's like an inch. So this isn't complete. This isn't ready to be done. So you know what that means? It means it's time to go get the demo hammer and do somebody else's job again. This is getting frustrating. I've done 3 of these repairs a couple weeks ago, and they were fine. I had some room to get in there, didn't have too many issues, but you could tell it was the hole wasn't as big as it should have been. I didn't have an issue, didn't say anything. And now we're having issues for almost every single post that we're putting in. So I'm in between right now. Do I drag up for the day and make them fix all this shit? Or do I put my ego away and just bust out the demo hammer myself? Fucking bullshit. Not happy. Let's do it. Okay, well here we are. See it moving. This is a lot better. There's some wood down there. I don't know what from, but this was the piece that was down in there. So that's enough for me to get down in there. That's properly cleaned out, and I did this one as well. This one I didn't go all the way through, didn't really have to, but just room for me to put that new piece in there is just really what I needed. This one's nice and opened up. This is really realistically what this should look like. 2 inches in each direction. This is probably a little bit less than 2 inches each direction, but if you put the tubing here, grab the new piece, put it in here, we have plenty of room to move it where we want to get it straight and lined up over here. And you know, this end's probably got to do this, so you got to have room in order to do that, because this rail, like I've mentioned many times, has tension in it. And yes, that's thunder. To add to this, it's supposed to thunderstorm today, so it's awesome. Just having a great day, guys. But at least we're done with using the demo hammer. We can get this post welded in and finished, and we can call it a day here. We're gonna do all these tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, it depends kind of on the weather. Although I am under like cover here. This bottom rail right here, all the way down to about here, has to be cut out. And I have to get some new pipe sections to replace and put in there. But yeah, that's probably going to be an all-day thing. So we might save that for Sunday, or maybe during the work week next week. I don't know. All right, I went ahead and put the demo hammer and the bits back in the truck. Make it a little easier, so we're not hauling a bunch of crap down. We are ready to get this one welded in and finished out, and then we'll call it a day. So you guys can see how dark it's getting. None of the lights in here work. Let me show you this. Oh yeah. Huh. Yep. It's alright. You know, it's raining like pouring, but I'm dry. I'm in here. I'm still able to work. It's all good. It's all good. Well, the rain is starting to come in a little bit, but we're not going to let that crash the party. Okay, we've got our tubing fitted up here. Half decent fit up. No gap on this side. We do have a little bit of a gap over here, you can see right there, but that's no big deal. All right, And it does look pretty straight. You can tell it kind of curves down a little. Right here. If you look at the bottom and then you look at the top, you can kind of see how it goes in a little. But that's mainly because there's nothing supporting this rail right now other than this tube and that tube over there. So the rail sags a little. And that's fine as long as this bottom rail is straight. When they go and they backfill with their concrete patch, we'll probably rig something up off the middle here, right here, and attach it to that rail and lift that rail up so it's level. Because if not, it's going to technically be like set in place right there. You can tell it is a little crooked. So let's go ahead and get this welded out, finish it up, and get out of here. That is done. I know. From this angle it looks like shit. But I'll tell you what, when they slap some paint on that, it'll look a hell of a lot better. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll look better with some paint on it. But like I said many times before, it don't have to be space grade shit over here, you know? Don't have to be space grade. That ain't going to space. Alright. Let's get this shit wrapped up. We're gonna have to get wet, take it to the truck, probably just throw everything in the back. I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm hungry. One trip type shit, let's get out of here. Okay, so we've made it back to the laydown yard. I want to show you some things that I acquired today. This I found on the road on the way back to the yard. So it's got both ends on it and it's not even broken. Look at that. Found these in a dumpster at the job site. I think I can make them, like, turn them into hooks or something for something, I don't know. This is a piece of aluminum. Looks like they cut off of for like maybe a broom handle or something. I don't know. I think I can use this to repair an aluminum ladder. Not anybody else's ladder, just mine. But this is a little stick. I think it's also from a broom, but I don't know. Do all kinds of stuff with a wood stick. So I got a wood stick. There's today's findings. Gonna heal